Hello everyone, my name is Edian Francis Kwame and welcome to Edian Pale. Do you feel lost in the hustle, unsure of who you truly are and your true calling? What if you could wake up every day with clarity about your purpose and a clear direction in life? In today's video, I'm going to walk you through the practical steps to help you discover your calling and build a life that reflects who you truly are. Finding your calling isn't just about having a job. It's about aligning your passions, your skills, and values with a deeper purpose. By the end of this video, you will have an actionable insight to start your journey toward discovering your true calling. We all have a unique calling, something we are meant to contribute to the world to. When you find it, life feels more purposeful, fulfilling and aligned. But many of us struggle with clarity, feeling like we are lost of that. We haven't discovered what we are truly meant to do. And this makes us feel purposeless and incomplete. But what if I told you that finding your calling isn't as mysterious as it seems? It is a process of self-discovery. In this video, I will give you the steps to uncover your unique purpose, starting today. Let's go through the step-by-step breakdown of finding your calling. The first step is self-reflection, to know who you truly are. You need to know yourself before you can understand your true purpose. This means asking yourself tough questions and digging deeper into what excites and fulfills you. The key actions to consider in self-reflection are: you have to ask yourself questions. What makes me feel alive? What activities make the time disappear? What can I do without being compensated for and I will still find excitement in doing it? The second activity would be to list your strengths. You see, this is where I personally have problem with our education system, is to focus on your weakness, get the grades. But in real life, you need to focus on your strength. What are you naturally good at? What skills do you have that others admire? The third reflection is to reflect on your values. What is truly important to you, whether it is spiritual, whether it is relational, whether it is financial, whether it is health-wise, whether it is living, have a legacy and impact on the world. By understanding what excites you, what you are good at, and what aligns with your core values, you lay the foundation for discovering your calling. We are not called to do many things, but make up your mind that you master in a field that you are called, that you become extremely exceptional and you serve that skill with excellence to a targeted group, and you will never be ignored. Become so valuable. What I mean by valuable means you should answer questions, you should solve problems, and you should provide solutions. The second step is to pay attention to signs. The key actions to paying attention to signs are: 1. You have to reflect on your recurring themes in your life. This means that what activities or conversations bring out your excitement and energy. The second will be to listen to feedback from others. What do people often say you are good at? What do they ask for your help with? What naturally comes to you when you are not doing anything? And what do you normally think about? The third actionable key is to notice moments of flow. When you feel most engaged, lost in the moment, and at your best. The third step would be to take action and experiment. This next step of taking action means you should take action even if you are unsure. The key to finding your calling is to start from somewhere. Take small steps and experiment with different paths. The more you try, the more clearer the direction will become. Let me use myself as an example. I applied for an internship in a company and I was rejected. But I loved that firm because of what they do aligns with my core mission. So what I did was I wrote a letter to volunteer and serve in a particular department, a mechanical engineering department. The HR called me for an interview and then told me, young man, do you understand the meaning of the volunteering you want to do? It means at the end of the month, we are not going to pay you. I said, yes, sir, I understand. But you will pay me at the end of the month. He said, you see, this is how you come and bring confusion. We are not going to pay you. You say, we'll pay. I said, sir, I know you are not going to pay me, but I know you will pay me. And I signed the contract. So first week, second week, I noticed they were undertaking a very big project. It was a manufacturing project, and I had knowledge in that computer-aided manufacturing and computer-aided design. So I got the project, read through, and went home, learned some softwares and analysis and simulation skills that I went to see the project leader, shared with him one or two things he could add up. And he said, wow, this is very interesting. Would you want to be part of the project? I said, yes, of course, but on a condition. When he was sending me to the HR for that condition, the HR laughed and he said, sir, I told you you will pay me. To cut a long story short, they paid me. So you have to volunteer, because if I didn't write to them to volunteer, how would I know they were undertaking in a project that I will be extremely useful to that? If you want to start a business and you don't have the capital, volunteer. Go to people in that field and offer your services for free. You will learn on the job. You would use their resources to train yourself. You would use their failures to learn, so that you will not commit that mistake when you start, and that will be a big advantage to you. Taking action doesn't mean you have to quit your day job or change everything overnight. Start by testing different opportunities and see which one feels right for you. The more you explore, the clearer your calling will come. The fourth step would be for you to be patient and trust the process. Finding your calling isn't always a fast journey. It takes time and patience. Trust that you are on the right path, even if you don't have all the answers yet. Your calling often unfolds gradually as you grow and you evolve. Patience is truly a virtue. It builds character during the building process. The second step would be to embrace the process. Growth is a journey, so you have to celebrate small wins and learn from the challenges. The third would be to trust in your intuition. You have to listen to your inner voice and let it guide you, even when it doesn't make logical sense. Trusting the process is one of the most powerful things you can do when trying to find your calling. It is okay to not have it all figured out. The fifth step here would be to align your calling with your career. Once you have a clearer understanding of your calling, it is time to align it with your career or life goal. This is where your calling truly makes sense to you, really turning it into something that serves you and others. This is what you should understand in this step. There are things that you have, but you don't need it. There are things that you need that others have, and there are things that others have that you also need, and there are things that others have that you also don't need. The second key action here is to build your personal brand. Share your expertise and your stories with others, creating opportunities that align with your calling. The third is to look for opportunities. Find ways to integrate your passion into the marketplace, whether it is starting a business, transitioning into a new role, or launching a project. To be valuable by aligning your calling with your career. In this sense, what do I mean by being valuable? Providing solutions, answering questions, and solving problems. When you have these skills, you would have to now package it into products and services. And you target a customer base or a particular market that you serve it excellently to them. That is productivity. You are valuable, but you can be valuable poor person when you don't know how to be productive in offering that value to a targeted customer base. Finding your calling with your career is about living authentically. Be honest to yourself. There is no need faking what can be real. When you do what you love and contribute to the world in a meaningful way, success and fulfillment truly follows. One thing I have come to know is doing what you love to do and being paid for it. It's a form of self-fulfillment that nothing can be compared to. Call to action. Let's recap on what we did. The first was self-reflection. You have to understand who you are, your passions, your strength, and your values. The second was to pay attention to the signs. You look for subtle clues that point towards your purpose. The third was to take action and experiment, which is to start small. You explore different paths and you gather feedback from others. The fourth was to be patient and trust the process. You have to understand that discovering your calling takes time, and you need to be patient in that, as patience builds character. The fifth was to align your calling with your career. You turn your purpose into a meaningful career that excites and sustains you, as living to do what you love to do and being paid for is the greatest form of self-fulfillment. Finding your calling is a journey of growth, self-discovery, and persistence. If you follow these steps, I promise you will begin to see signs of your true path unfolding. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on how to create purpose-driven life. Your calling is waiting for you. Let's go after it together. Edian Pill, your dosage to holistic transformation. Thank you.